Who is Allah? 20 powerful Quran verses that will change your perspective. First, Surah Al-Ikhlas, 112, 1-4. Say, He is Allah, who is one Allah, the eternal refuge. He neither begets nor is born, nor is there to him any equivalent. This verse emphasizes the uniqueness and oneness of Allah, making it clear that He is beyond human-like attributes such as birth and lineage. Second, Surah Al-Baqarah, 2-5. Ayat-ul Kursi, Allah. There is no deity except Him, the ever-living, the sustainer of all existence. Neither drowsiness overtakes Him, nor sleep. To Him belongs whatever is in the heavens and whatever is on the earth. Who is it that can intercede with Him except by His permission? He knows what is before them and what will be after them, and they encompass not a thing of His knowledge except for what He wills. His kursi extends over the heavens and the earth, and their preservation tires Him not, and He is the Most High, the Most Great. Ayatul Kursi is one of the most powerful verses, describing Allah's eternal nature and His absolute authority over the universe. Third, Surah Al-Hashr, 59:22-24. He is Allah, other than whom there is no deity, knower of the unseen and the witnessed. He is the entirely merciful, the especially merciful. He is Allah, other than whom there is no deity, the sovereign, the pure, the perfection, the bestower of faith, the overseer, the exalted in might, the compeller, the superior. Exalted is Allah above whatever they associate with Him. He is Allah, the creator, the inventor, the fashioner. To Him belong the best names. Whatever is in the heavens and earth is exalting Him, and He is the exalted in might, the wise. These verses enumerate some of the divine attributes of Allah, underscoring His uniqueness and majesty. Fourth Surah Taha, 2014. Indeed, I am Allah. There is no deity except me, so worship me and establish prayer for my remembrance. Allah directly commands worship and prayer, affirming His sole right to be worshipped. Fifth Surah Ar-Rahman, 55, 1-13. The Most Merciful taught the Quran, created man, and taught him eloquence. The sun and the moon move by precise calculation, and the stars and trees prostrate, and the heavens He raised and imposed the balance that you not transgress within the balance, and establish weight in justice, and do not make deficient the balance, and the earth He laid out for the creatures. Therein is fruit and palm trees having sheaths of dates, and grain having husks and scented plants. So which of the favors of your Lord would you deny? This passage highlights Allah's mercy and the precision with which He created the universe. Sixth Surah An-Nahl, 16:17-18. Then is He who creates like one who does not create, so will you not be reminded? And if you should count the favors of Allah, you could not enumerate them. Indeed, Allah is forgiving and merciful. These verses compare the Creator to those who create nothing, emphasizing Allah's mercy and forgiveness. Seventh Surah An-Nur, 24:35. Allah is the light of the heavens and the earth. The example of His light is like a niche within which is a lamp. The lamp is within glass, the glass as if it were a pearly white star lit from the oil of a blessed olive tree, neither of the east nor of the west, whose oil would almost glow even if untouched by fire. Light upon light, Allah guides to His light whom He wills, and Allah presents examples for the people, and Allah is knowing of all things. This verse metaphorically describes Allah as the source of all light and guidance in the universe. 8. Surah Al-A'raf, 7:180. And to Allah belong the best names, so invoke Him by them, and leave the company of those who practice deviation concerning His names. They will be recompensed for what they have been doing. This verse encourages believers to call upon Allah by His beautiful names and avoid those who deviate in understanding His attributes. 9th Surah Al-Fatiha, 1:1-4. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. Praise be to Allah, Lord of all the worlds, the most compassionate, the most merciful, Master of the Day of Judgment. Al-Fatiha is the opening chapter of the Quran, praising Allah as the Lord of all creation and the ultimate judge. 10th Surah Al-A'raf, 7:54. Indeed, your Lord is Allah, who created the heavens and the earth in 6 days, and then established Himself above the throne. He covers the night with the day, another night chasing it rapidly, and He created the sun, the moon, and the stars, subjected by His command. Unquestionably, His is the creation and the command. Blessed is Allah, Lord of the worlds. This verse highlights Allah's power and control over the universe, as well as His role as the creator. 11th Surah Al-Mulk, 67, 1-2. Blessed is he in whose hand is dominion, and he is over all things competent. He who created death and life to test you, as to which of you is best indeed, and he is the exalted in might, the forgiving. This verse describes Allah's dominion over life and death, emphasizing his authority and mercy. 12th Surah At-Tawbah, 9:51. Say, never will we be struck except by what Allah has decreed for us. He is our protector, and upon Allah let the believers rely. This verse encourages reliance on Allah, recognizing his control over all events. 13th Surah Al-Ankabut, 29:60. And how many a creature carries not its own provision? Allah provides for it and for you, and he is the hearing, the knowing. This verse reassures that Allah is the provider for all living beings, emphasizing his knowledge and care. 14th Surah An-Nisa, 426. And to Allah belongs whatever is in the heavens and whatever is in the earth, and ever is Allah of all things encompassing. This verse asserts Allah's ownership and control over the entire universe. 15th Surah Al-Hadid, 57:3. He is the first and the last, the ascendant and the intimate, and he is of all things knowing. This verse highlights Allah's eternal nature and his knowledge of all things. 16th Surah As-Safat, 37, 4-5. Indeed, your God is one, Lord of the heavens and the earth, and whatever is between them, and Lord of the sunrises. This verse emphasizes the oneness of Allah and his lordship over the universe. 17th Surah Al-An'am, 6102. That is Allah your Lord. There is no deity except him, the creator of all things, so worship him, and he is disposer of all things. This verse emphasizes Allah's role as the creator and the only one worthy of worship. 18th Surah Al-Furqan, 25:58. And rely upon the ever-living who does not die, and exalt Allah with his praise. And sufficient is he to be with the sins of his servants acquainted. This verse encourages trust in Allah, who is eternal and fully aware of everything. 19th Surah Al-Ahzab, 33:41-42. O you who have believed, remember Allah with much remembrance, and exalt him morning and afternoon. This verse calls for constant remembrance and praise of Allah, emphasizing his importance in the lives of believers. Surah Az-Zumar, 39:62-63. Allah is the creator of all things, and he is over all things, disposer of affairs. To him belong the keys of the heavens and the earth. Those who disbelieve in the verses of Allah, it is those who are the losers. These verses assert Allah's control over all creation and the consequences of disbelief.